Animals are pretty neat, if you couldn't tell from some of our previous videos. As usual, we have big and small, scary and cute, meat-eating and not meat-eating creatures that inhabit this world, and honestly we love most of them. We've seen animals in their natural habitat, going from place to place and hunting for survival. It is a sad reality that something has to die for another animal's survival, but sadly that's also just nature. However, not all encounters with dangerous animals has to end in something passing away. In fact, sometimes it can also end in a nice, calm manner, befitting of friends, and we're here to focus on that aspect, with some otherwise dangerous animals being very friendly, to both man and animal alike. With all that said and done, let's begin, shall we? We come to our first video, which shows an unlikely friendship. I think it's best aptly titled as My Pet Croc. It's really not often you hear of someone having a pet like a crocodile, but hey, weirder things have happened, I suppose. Crocodiles are some of the most dangerous animals on the planet, especially the saltwater variant. However, today we have Margarita the Croc, hailing from the channel All Creatures Brett. Brett calls for Margarita, baby talking the living fossil, and she does come willingly, floating over to him and just staring. Brett isn't bothered, however, and continues to say soothing words to Margarita, who simply stares at him calmly. We then go to our next video of a cat and dog just being the best of friends. Now, cats and dogs are generally viewed as eternal rivals, further from the truth. Dogs and cats can live in harmony, and even be best friends in some cases. Case in point, here's a video of a truly unique encounter between the common dog and a decidedly bigger cat. This right here is a chocolate lab and a white lion, which really shouldn't go any other way than the lion treating the lab as its next meal. However, the lion approaches the pup, takes its paw in his own and snuggles it, as if kissing it like a proper gentleman. It is a strange sight to be sure, but a certainly welcome one. Next, we have a friendship that actually isn't too uncommon out in the wild. Possibly. Maybe. I'm not a nature expert. But either way, we have this cute little video that comes from Polish Dr. Doolittle, and it really is one adorable little scene. The animals shown in today's video are Kicker and Danny, a zebra and rhino duo who were orphaned and have grown up together. The two seem to be inseparable, and their bond is shown well in this video as the baby zebra grooms and licks their rhino companion. Even though it's just a baby, the rhino is still a formidable creature that shouldn't be taken lightly, which only makes this friendship all the more heartwarming. Next we come to a video which I've titled Barely Know 'em, pun fully intended. Like the croc before it, the American grizzly bear is one of the most terrifying and powerful beasts most animals can go up against, but this goes double for us squishy humans. A full-grown grizzly could easily take us down with one swipe of its rather meaty paws, so generally when we meet up with one, we tend to try and avoid it. However, with this video, it shows bears can be pretty chill as well. We start the video with the bears sidling up to a man who's sitting by a river. The man is obviously nervous, but keeps cool, and honestly, I don't blame him on the nervous part. The bear stands by the river for a little bit, simply staring and not acting aggressive. They stay this way for a bit, the bear even sitting down and just chilling. Soon the bear departs, happy to go on its merry way, with the guy just saying a few cautionary words toward it. We then go to a video that really does exemplify that a killer whale can still be a killer, but also a friend. Killer whales are the apex predators of the ocean. They go after sharks to devour their livers, punt baby seals into the sky before chowing down on the poor animals, and will gang up on humpback whales for fun. Truly, they can be terrible creatures to encounter, but despite all of that, they tend to leave us humans alone for the most part. Now granted, there have been some violent encounters in the likes of SeaWorld, but that's in whale captivity, and those whales are pretty miffed about being locked up, and I don't blame them. However, we then move on to this video today, showing that these killer whales can be just as peaceful and friendly as any other creature. This video was posted by Suzanne Chris Home and shows someone playing tug-of-war with an orca named Luna. It's lighthearted and friendly, the orca never showing aggression once to the human. That last bit's especially good, cause Luna could cause some serious damage and easily take the human down. I guess it just goes to show that even apex predators can be some pretty good compatriots. We then move on to a truly unbreakable friendship. This is a much sadder entry on today's list. It is the story of Tara the elephant and Bella the dog. The unlikely pair had been best friends for years, often being inseparable from one another in their home. They'd been observed playing together, Tara petting Bella with her trunk and just generally chilling out and sometimes even sleeping with one another. It is a very heartwarming story, but sadly Bella passed away. Her owners believed it was due to a coyote attack, with Tara being the first to find her body. She brought it back and Bella was buried properly. Tara has been quieter after that, visiting her friend's grave and seeking comfort with other elephants. It is a very sad story, but it does show just how deep friendship can go between two different species. We then move on to loyal to a fault. In the next video, we see quite a few big cats. The man pampering them appears to be their trainer and handler, as he seems pretty calm being around these various wild cats with no real fear. He pets the lions and such, and talks to the cameraman. All seems nice, but in the background we start to see something else brewing. A leopard is slowly stalking its way toward the man, seemingly in hunting mode. However, before it can get too far, it's interrupted by a tiger. The animals run into the trainer, who scolds both. While I doubt the leopard had bad intentions in mind for its human, it's still heartwarming to see a tiger jump to the aid of their tasty human. The next video we have shows this animal just oozing the term, "I could have beaten you up, but chose not to." Gorillas are friggin' terrifying, dude! They're the fiercest apes around and are easily twice as strong as the average human. They could take us down with no effort whatsoever, and then move on with their day like nothing happened. Thankfully, you don't hear too much about gorilla attacks, as generally they're in zoos with protective glass or they're in the wild away from us. But even then, we still like to observe them here and there. Some wildlife observers actually get up and close with the animals, filming and documenting them. However, sometimes it can still get a little dicey, like this video right here. We see a large gorilla dragging a fully grown man like a rag doll. The reason for this isn't really known, but it seems the gorilla was just acting playful. But I will say this, it's a solid reminder that a gorilla could rip us to bits. They just choose not to. We then go to a video about a lion seeing his dads again. Christian the lion was adopted by John Rundall and Ace Burke from a department store when he was only just a cub. The two raised the lion from cubhood and it actually went very well. Christian was not a violent sort and even played around with the local children. While it was a good life for all, Christian's dads realized that it wouldn't last. His instincts would kick in eventually, and so they made the decision to send him to the wild. Christian was sent out and adapted well to the wild. A few years passed, and the two friends had the opportunity to see their fuzzy son again, and took it. This video here is all over the interwebs, and it's pretty heartwarming. The second Christian sees his dads, he rushes over to them and starts snuggling them, with the two teary men hugging and cuddling right back. This king of the jungle may be ferocious, but in the end he still loves his dads. It wouldn't do anything to hurt them. With that though, we come to today's best pick, which shows a man jumping into a pool with a rather irate tiger behind them. This does beg the question, is this real? Well, to be fair, I couldn't find much info on it. Image search didn't bring up much, and searching up man jumps into pool with tiger brought up some more decidedly gruesome results. I wouldn't worry too much though, folks. I've got you covered on this though. Let's get to it with Tiger Balboa. Playing with tigers is mostly in the dreams of children. Any right-minded adult though would probably want to stay away from them, and with good reason. These animals can easily take you down with energy to spare. However, even then, there's still videos like today. This video shows a man emerging after a swim with a tiger named Enzo. Apparently Enzo was in a challenging mood, lunging at its trainer who simply keeps pushing him away and talking sternly. In truth though, it looks less like Enzo is trying to hurt his trainer, as claws and fangs are never unsheathed. All in all, seems like it's in good fun, but it's always good to exercise caution regardless. This is our video for the day, folks. I do hope you enjoy it. What animal friendship did you like the most? Any in particular you think we missed? Well, let us know in the comments below. With all that said and done, I'll see you all next time. Later, everybody.